So after the Snyder Cut gets released, what happens next? So obviously we all want the Snyder Cut released. That's why we're doing this. That's why the movement is growing and growing and growing, because we care so much about Zack and his work. And I've said this before. Zack's not no ordinary director. And when it comes to visuals, he's one of the best of all times. His imagery for these films is outstanding. The mythology behind his movies and the accuracy and the details is incredible. You watch a Zack Snyder film and it slowly sinks in. It's like fine wine. After a while, you're like, wow. After I saw BVS, it didn't hit me until a couple days later like that I just saw something very special. At first, I didn't know what to think of it. And then I was like, wow, that was an amazing film. And then you learn more and more about these films. And more of, if you want to call them Easter eggs and information that we missed. And it's just like, wow. Like again, you go back to the whole Martian Manhunter thing. Now, this changes the whole perspective of Man of Steel and BVS. Now when you see General Swanwick, you're like, that's Martian Manhunter. Completely different. Everything he said, everything he did is now taken into a different light. That is what Zack has done to his movies. This is what he does. You get so much out of them, and that's why we want him back. And that brings me to what's going to happen after the Snyder Cut is released. And it's getting released, I guarantee it, 100% it has to. I keep on saying it, I'll always say it. WB is backed up against the wall. They're going to release it. It's happening. Just a matter of when. So, what's going to happen after that? I think we need to start a new campaign. It's starting to catch on now. The new campaign is going to be Bring Zack Back. Hashtag Bring Zack Back. And we need to start this now because we need to get that in WB's head, because what's going to happen is they're going to release the Snyder Cut. It's going to be amazing. It's a Zack Snyder film. We know it's going to be amazing. If you're a fan, you know he's going to deliver the goods, especially in this movie. You can already see all of the details that have come out about his Justice League movie that we never saw. It's going to be incredible. It's completely different from the theatrical cut of the movie. We need to get Zack back. That is the mission now, because he's going to give us something amazing. We know this. Now, if the movie gets released and it's complete trash, highly doubt it, but you just never know. Even being a huge fan, maybe it's just horrible. It's like, okay, that's not happening. But we believe it's going to be good. We need to get Zack back to finish his vision. That is the next step in this campaign. This needs to happen now. I believe that when they release the movie, if it's incredible, makes them a lot of money, then I believe WB is going to be like, you know, I don't think they're going to be like right away be like, okay, let's get Zack. Yeah, we made all this money. I think they're going to have to think about this. But it needs to happen. We need to push for this to happen. Because we're pushing for the Snyder Cut. We're going to get that cut. Now we need to push to get Zack back. If they see we all want him back, we all want his vision to be finished, then it's going to happen. Because ultimately, they're a business. They want to make money. If they see all the fans are crying for Zack to come back and they want him back, then they're probably going to bring him back. And that is what we need to focus on next. And we can focus on that now. We need to put that in WB's ear. Because you know they're thinking about it. You know they are. And that's probably one of the hiccups they're having. One of the hills they're climbing right now is, what if we release this movie and it kills? Then what? Then we're gonna be faced with this whole Zack Snyder dilemma. We want that to happen. That is a good problem to have. Because we got ripped of our Justice League movie. We're going to get that. We got ripped of Zack's total vision. We know that the Snyder Cut is finished. Whatever, you can say 90%, 80%, whatever. It's filmed. It's ready to go. Yeah, there's some little tweaks here or there, the score, maybe some VFX, whatever. But it's done. The rest of his movies, he's never touched. So that's not a guarantee. We need to get that back. We need to put pressure on WB to get Zack back. And you know what? I've been trashing WB a lot recently. And sometimes I might say DC or whatever. DC needs to get their shit. It's not DC. I need to stop saying DC unless you're talking about Jeff Johns. It's not DC. It's Warner Brothers. You know, the people, the executives at Warner Brothers, these people that are controlling this whole DC universe, DCEU, they are the problem. You know, the people that know the DC content and like a Jim Lee and people like that, or a Zack Snyder, or a Jay Oliva, like people like that. We love those guys. But WB, the executives, they're screwing us over. We need to get Zack back. We're going to make it happen. We're going to get this cut. It's going to blow our minds. It's going to be amazing. And then Zack's going to come back. He's going to finish his vision. And then, like I said before, years from now, we're going to be like, wow, we did that. We made that happen. And how sweet is that going to be? Something that everyone could have just thrown away and just moved on. But we can't. We can't move on. Because this is something near and dear to our hearts. We love films. We love DC films. And we want to see Zack complete his film. And you know what? This goes for any film. This goes for whatever. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Star Wars, the same thing happened to them. Where a director left and you could just tell it wasn't his movie and they wanted it back. I would be working for them too. I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. I'd be a part of the movement. And I think even the people that aren't Zack Snyder fans, they are a part of this movement because they're like, that's just not right what happened to him. That is just not fair. When you completely trashed his movie and made it into something else. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Let's do it. Hashtag bring Zack back. We're making it happen. Can't wait to see the Snyder Cut. It's going to blow our minds. So please subscribe because it helps me, and in return, I can help you. And as always, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new content's coming to you from Subjective Reviews. And thank you for watching.